You walk through it 20 times a day. It's in your kitchen, your bedroom, and on your front porch. You've seen this shape a million times, but you've probably never looked at it. These beveled squares are so common, they've become invisible. We think they are just decoration. Most of the doors in your house today are faking it. They are flat pieces of plastic or metal, mimicking a 500-year-old engineering solution to a problem that used to destroy houses. What exactly is this shape? Why is it on your garage door? And how did a simple piece of wood help us defeat the laws of physics? Let's uncover the secret history, right here on What Exactly Is. Number 1. The enemy is alive. To understand this shape, you have to understand that wood is never truly dead. Even if it's been a table for 200 years, wood is hygroscopic. Think of a board as a bundle of millions of tiny straws. When the humidity in your house rises, those straws drink moisture from the air and swell. When it's dry, they shrink. This is equilibrium moisture content, and it is a woodworker's greatest nightmare. If you simply nail a 36-inch wide wooden door into a frame, it has nowhere to go. It will bow, it will twist, or it will literally rip steel nails right out of the grain. For centuries, this meant doors wouldn't close in the summer and left massive gaps in the winter. Number 2. The floating secret. In the Middle Ages, woodworkers realized they couldn't fight nature, so they cheated. They invented the frame and panel. They built a solid outer frame, but the center section, the panel, wasn't glued or nailed. It sat loose in a groove, like a tongue in a groove. This allowed the wood to breathe up to ½ an inch without breaking the door. This was the killer innovation. It allowed us to build massive oak wardrobes and grand cathedral doors that stayed square for centuries. It was the first time humans defeated the physics of wood movement. Number 3. The evolution of style. But what exactly is a raised panel? Initially, this was pure utility. To get a thick, strong board into a thin groove in the frame, woodworkers had to thin down the edges. In the 1500s, they used rough axes to hack a slope into the edge. It was ugly, so they hid the rough side on the inside of the cabinet. But in the 1660s, during the English Restoration, everything changed. Furniture became a status symbol. Someone realized that if they made those bevels smooth and crisp, they could flip the panel around. This became the raised and fielded panel. The flat center is the field, and the slope is the bevel. It was a declaration of wealth. Number 4. The psychology of shadow. But there is a deeper reason why this shape is still on your fake fiberglass door today. It's a concept called chiaroscuro, the play of light and shadow. Our brains are designed to detect depth through shadow. A flat door is dead. It reflects light evenly, making it look cheap. But a raised panel interacts with the sun. It creates a palette of highlights and deep grays that tricks the eye. This gives a sense of dignity and weight. Your eyes are being manipulated into thinking a piece of molded plastic has the history and craftsmanship of a 17th century manor. Number 5. The modern ghost. Today, we have plywood, MDF, and fiberglass. These materials don't move. They don't breathe. We no longer need floating panels to keep our doors from warping. Yet, your steel garage door has those squares. Your plastic kitchen cabinets have those bevels. We are living among the ghosts of 17th century woodworking. We kept the shape long after the reason for it died. So, the next time you walk through your front door, look at the bevels. You're touching 500 years of engineering, cleverly disguised as decoration. It's not real. But the history behind it certainly is. If you want to see the invisible details that build our world, hit that subscribe button. Stay curious with What Exactly Is.